So there's this list. um, I think that was really sort of helpful for me to kind of put a name behind some of my what they call it cognitive distortions. So negative thought patterns. And again, for me, the writing things down or thinking about things sort of clinically is kind of helping me remove myself from my emotions so I can tackle them better. Because before, everything I was doing, just thinking about them, I was kind of living in the emotions. It's good to acknowledge them and allow yourself to have them, but I was staying too much in them that any attempt to change them was futile. So I like this idea of kind of giving things name and saying, okay, this is what I'm doing here, and this is what I'm doing here. So there's this doctor on YouTube that I actually started following, and I think she's great. Her name is Dr. Tracy Marks. So I'm gonna put a link to her channel below.
Is she paying us?
She's helping the world, Diamond. Okay.
Okay.
Check her out, y'all. And she listed these particular cognitive distortions that so I'm gonna tell them, but I'm also gonna tell you which ones I think I have, and maybe you could sort of think about which ones you think you have. And I'd like our listeners and our viewers to think about that too. Just sort of listen to the list, maybe you jot them down, and then later on just kind of think about what kind of automatic thoughts do you notice are happening a lot. So the first one is filtering, which is when you focus on the negative to the exclusion of the positive. And then there's black and white thinking. Here is where you think things are all good or all bad, and you can't see the middle gray area. This is very inflexible thinking. Overgeneralization. With this thinking, you exaggerate or take things to the extreme. Mind reading. With mind reading, you make assumptions about what's going to happen, or you make assumptions about what somebody thinks. Emotional reasoning. This is when you believe your emotions are based in the truth, but emotions are not facts. They are your responses to facts. Should statements. With this, you overfocus on how things should be. You use words like should, ought to, and must. This creates unrealistic expectations and ultimately leads to disappointment, resentment, and failure. Catastrophizing. This involves expecting the worst case scenario for any given situation. This is a common distortion used with people who have health anxiety or panic attacks. And personalization. With this, you think everything is about you. So I feel like I do a lot of filtering, focusing on negative thoughts. I do a lot of mind reading. I'm always assuming what other people are going to think or say. Should statements. And I see that I notice that a lot when I'm thinking about relationships. You know, I'm saying, oh, I don't want to be with this person because they should be acting like this and they're not. And catastrophizing. Always thinking the worst is going to happen. Which is why I don't like confrontation. Always thinking it's always going to become some ugly battle or something.
So for me, can you just quickly read through them again without the description? Actually, because I'm not going to remember them. Filtering was, remind me of that one.
Focusing on the negative.
For me, I think sometimes I do that. I try not to, though. I actively try not to. Mm-hmm. I try to see the I'm human, and we do this sometimes where we just focus on the negative. That's fair for anyone. But I do try not to do that. The black and white, no, I live in that gray space. What was after black and white?
Overgeneralization.
Tell me what that means again.
That's exaggerating or taking things to the extreme.
Oh, I do that in my brain all the time. Yeah, I do that quite often. Okay, what was next?
Mind reading.
Yes, often.
Emotional reasoning.
Remind me of that one.
When you believe your emotions are based in truth, but emotions are not fact.
Bitch, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like that's something that you often tell me too, without saying maybe those exact words. What was the next one?
Should statements. Catastrophizing.
Damn. The block is hot.
There's drama happening.
Like, damn, I gotta check my Citizens app. But yeah, I don't think I catastrophize too much. At least I don't think so. I try to stay positive and stay mellow. I do have my moments when I get really, really upset really, really quick, but I don't know if that's the same here. Yeah, nah. How many were there? 7?
8. The last one is personalization, thinking everything's about you.
Do you think I think everything's about me?
Yes, for sure.
Because it is.
You see?
No, truly it is. No. It really is. But moving forward.